Lesson 3. Washoku, Traditional Japanese Cuisine. Part 1. How has Japanese food culture changed? Japanese food is known all over the world. Many people enjoy eating it. For example, sushi has become international. These days, there are sushi restaurants everywhere. People around the world enjoy sushi because they think it is very healthy. On the other hand, Japanese food culture is changing at home. It has become more and more westernized. According to one report, Japanese children like hamburger steak the best of all foods. Young Japanese people are moving away from their traditional cuisine. They tend to forget its importance. But now there is good news for Japanese cuisine. In 2013, Washoku, or Traditional Japanese Cuisine, was added to the Intangible Cultural Heritage List. Some Japanese chefs worked hard to get Washoku on the list. UNESCO highly praised 4 characteristics of Washoku. What do you think they are? Part 2. What can Washoku express? The first characteristic of Washoku is its ingredients. Japan is an island country which extends north and south. Its climate is varied. These factors allow the production of various fresh ingredients such as fish and vegetables. In order to keep their original flavors, the cooking should be minimal. Second, Washoku shows the beauty of nature and the changes of the 4 seasons. Plates used in Washoku are often decorated with beautiful leaves and flowers. The tables and the room itself should also match the season. Washoku can express each of the 4 beautiful seasons in Japan. Third, Washoku is a social practice based on traditional knowledge and customs. It is closely tied to seasonal annual events. The best example is the New Year. We traditionally eat food called osechi during the New Year season. Each dish shows a wish for the health and happiness of family members. Part 3. What is Japanese cuisine based on? The 4th characteristic of Washoku is its contribution to a healthy life. Washoku is composed of rice with ichiju sansai. It has a soup, a main dish, and 2 side dishes. From a nutritional point of view, this is an ideal combination of dishes with balanced nutrition. Many cuisines are based on oil and fat to bring out the flavor of the food. In contrast, Washoku has little of those. Above all, very little animal fat is used. This is one of the factors behind Japan's low obesity rate and its people's long life. But where does Washoku get its good flavor if it doesn't use much oil and fat? Japanese cuisine is based on umami. It is the 5th basic taste along with bitter, salty, sweet, and sour. Washoku makes good use of the umami flavor. It is found in a Japanese stock which is called dashi. It contains very few calories. The ingredients are a kind of seaweed and dried fish flakes. Umami is what makes dashi special. Part 4. What do we need to think about? Washoku has been gaining popularity all over the world. Many non-Japanese chefs are trying to learn more about Washoku. Trained foreign chefs return to their own countries with a deep knowledge of Washoku. This will contribute to the worldwide promotion of its cooking method. Then chefs around the world will use the method in local cuisine. In Japan, many local governments have been working on food education. Some schools have invited Japanese chefs to teach classes. The chefs showed how to make dashi and students had a chance to taste it. They learned about their traditional cuisine. They also learned to respect Japanese food culture. The Japanese government hopes that people in other countries will become more interested in Japanese food culture. At the same time, the recognition by UNESCO will support a movement among Japanese themselves to preserve the culture of Washoku. We need to think about how we can pass it on to future generations.